Okay, this is DIY Granny, and today I am going to be cooking 3 things. I like my steel oats, and let me show you. I get them at a store called Sprouts, and they're 99 cents a pound. Then I put them in this jar. It's cheaper. I got 3 pounds of steel oats, and I cook them. I love steel oats. I like the chunking. They're chewy, and I like that rather than plain instant oats. So I cook a big batch in my it's crock-pot. It's similar to the Instant Pot. And so once a week I cook a big, for me, a big container of the oats, and then I have them for all week long. And this, I use the oats for making burgers, or if I'm having if I'm making spaghetti sauce, I use this as a meat. If I make my own almond milk or cashew milk, and that will be on another video. And so what I like to do is I like to put this pumpkin spice in my oatmeal, and it is so good with my almond milk and some honey. So this will last me a week, and so this might be like 45 cents. So that's pretty reasonable. So there's enough in here to make the oatmeal mushroom burgers. So I'm just going to get the rest of these out. I'm going to rinse this out, and so I can cook some green beans. I got some green beans, and it only takes like 12 minutes to cook fresh green beans in the pot. So this is how I do mine. Is I just take a handful of green beans, just like this. And I have a grocery sack in the sink. That way I can just throw it all away. You can also use these for mulch in your garden. If you're making veggie broth, you can use these and put in your veggie broth also. And I think I might do that. What I do with my veggie broth is I get I get another jar, and any vegetables that I cut the ends of, then I just put all my vegetables in there, and then I make a veggie broth. Then you can either freeze them in ice cubes. So like if you're sauteing something, you can use the veggie broth that instead of oils. Some people say that oils are taboo. I'm on a weight loss journey, and to get healthier, I'm 63 years old. In 4 months, I'm learning how to eat better. I've lost 35 pounds, but I either use avocado oil, like when I'm doing I'm going to be cooking some patties, or olive oil or coconut oil. All those oils are so good for you. So what I do is I just cut off the ends of the green beans, and then I just cut them in half instead of taking, one at a time. So anyway, then I rinse off these green beans. They're fresh green beans. I try to do everything from scratch, not box foods, because box foods they have preservatives, some in there, and there are things that you don't really want to put in your mouth. And I'm learning that now. I'm not totally perfect with my eating, but about 4 months ago, I tried to cut sugar out of my diet. I was eating 1.5 gallons of ice cream per week, and I try not to eat the breads in my diet. Sometimes I do, but I try to stay gluten-free. Honey, I eat honey, and dairy-free, except I do eat organic eggs, organic vegetarian eggs. So whatever's good for you, do it. So anyway, here's 12 minutes. And I'm going to start that and no steam. So in about 12 minutes, those will be done. Now, I have probably 1 cup of oatmeal in there, cooked oatmeal. Now, if you don't want to put any eggs in here at all, put all your ingredients in your oats and cook the oatmeal and put them in the refrigerator, and maybe even put some, which I'm going to now, put some chai seeds in there. Very good for you to stick together. They'll stick together. So like if you're planning on making burgers for the next day and you don't want to use eggs, then put whatever you're going to make your patties with, and then make sure the oatmeal is all cooked and everything. Put it in the refrigerator. I'm going to get some eggs, put it in the refrigerator, and let it set overnight. Then the oatmeal will gel, and then the reason I'm using the frying pan is I live in Florida and it gets so hot, and so, but you can heat up your oven at 350 and take a cookie sheet, put some parchment paper over that, and drop your patties in there. Let them cook for, 15 minutes on both sides. Then you will have, your patties done, and you don't have to use any oil if you don't like to use oil. Now what I do is I just crumble these mushrooms up You can use any mushrooms, or if you don't want to use mushrooms, don't. Whatever you feel good, but I like mushrooms. I think they're good for you. So I am going to use about 6 big mushrooms in here. And then I just crumble them up, just like so. And just crumble those up. Now, I also, when I cut an onion, I put the amount of onion that I'm not going to be using in a jar, and then that way my onions are all cut up. And I probably put I love onions, so I probably put about almost a half a cup of onions in the patties. And then I get yeast flakes. Yeast flakes are so good for you. They've got lots of vitamin B's in there. They taste fantastic. I put yeast flakes in everything. Now, here's Himalayan salt. It's a pink salt. It has 30 or 32 minerals in it. And it is so good for you, whereas the table salt that you use has 2 minerals in there. And it's got sugar in there too. So anyway, I'm going to put about about 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. This beautiful Himalayan salt. Okay. Then I'm going to put some garlic powder in here. And I love the taste of minced onion. Now you can dry your own onions if you have a dryer. Mine wore out a long time ago, so never bought another one. And now I'm going to put a little bit of soy sauce in here. Now as soon as this soy sauce is all done, which it's almost done, I'm going to be getting Bragg's soy sauce. I love Bragg's. But I had bought this while back, and I said I'm not going to let it go to waste. So anyway, so what you need, just stir this up very nicely like this. And I'm going to put in about 2 eggs. And it's going to be dark. Let me show you what it looks like. See, it's just dark. Now you can also put in like beet juice or whatever you want. I'm going to put in a couple eggs in this. Now these are vegetarian eggs, and I buy usually organic eggs. So the organic eggs means that they just are usually vegetarian, and they get to roam around free. Now this is, you can also put some gluten-free breadcrumbs in here, and in those breadcrumbs it has oregano and all sorts of things in it. I think I'll put a little bit more. I'm going to turn my stove on to about 3, little, maybe up to 8. That's not high. And I'm going to put a little bit of avocado oil in here. So tonight I think I'm going to have the patties and maybe some toast, some of my gluten-free toast, and some green beans. Because for breakfast I had a large breakfast, and so I think I just want a little something. So probably one of these nice patties I'm making. Now you can buy your patties, but you don't know what's in them. And see the green beans? They're almost getting done. So when this is warm high enough, then I'll be dropping them in, probably a couple of tablespoons. And I'm going to put the eggs up and my oatmeal up. So you can eat pretty, they say it's expensive to eat healthy. Well, it is and it isn't, because I don't eat as much as I used to. But I eat a lot. And just like, I'm going to put a little more breadcrumbs in here. And just like my oat burgers, they might cost maybe 20 cents a piece or something. If you bought the ones already made, they would cost a lot more. And what I do is I'll make the burger and then I'll freeze them and stuff. So I forgot to tell you, with my, I'm going to put a little more, with my yeast flakes, I put probably a little less than a half a cup in there. This is nutritional yeast. It's very, very good for you. So, and again, if you feel like adding something in there, be my guest. So I'm going to put like a tablespoon, a big tablespoon, and make them kind of round or whatever shape you want. I'm making them round. So God is working with me with my diet. I want to eat more natural. I probably would have lost more weight by now if I would have eaten healthier. I mean, I'm eating healthier, but like it was my granddaughter's 16th birthday, so I took them all out to dinner, and she wanted wings. And let me put the mushrooms back. And she wanted wings. So I got her wings, and then we had some special potato skins or something. Anyway, so I ate that. And you know, and it was later at night, it was like 7:30, and I'm normally not eating that late at night. So then the other day I went and I took this little guy. We went to the turtle park and then to the, the pie factory. And we had a piece of pie, and that made me sick because I really haven't eaten much meats or sugars or anything for about 4 months. I mean, I've not really. And every time I do, I get sick because my body's not used to eating that at all. So, anyway, this has got 9 more minutes. So anyway, I'm a work in progress. It's amazing that I don't have diabetes and I don't have high blood pressure because of my weight and my age. So anyway, but I don't. So God was with me with that. So anyway, these patties will make about maybe 7 or 8 patties for maybe $1, I guess. I don't know, somewhere in there. And so, I mean, you know, these are fairly healthy for you, really. So, I mean, if you don't want to eat the eggs, do what I said and stuff. But, anyway, and then also I still buy some organic butter, and I need to taper off of that and put olive oil. I listened to a gal on YouTube called Barbara O'Neill. She is fantastic to listen to, and she is just perfect for me anyway. She gives me so much information, and so she's just interesting. But she puts olive oil on her potatoes and stuff. And you can make your own vegan butter also, which I think, if you can make something, that's better for you because you know what's in the food, you know. So, let me see. Now this is gonna, these pots are so cool. This lid will not let you open it until this is finished cooking. Until all this steam comes up. Which is amazing. You know, I was worried because my mother used to use a steam cooker when I was a kid, and it used to scare me. But you can make rice in 12 minutes, perfect rice in 12 minutes. Oops, darn it. Let me show you. This is the patties. So I'm going to make some more. Those are kind of large. I think I'll put them a little bit smaller. you know, do what you want. If you want a great big, like a hamburger or something, then that's a good size. But I don't like them that large. I shouldn't have made them that large. So now I'm just using like 2 teaspoons. And then just flattening them out. So, anyway, so this is pretty neat. This is almost ready to open up, and our green beans will be perfectly done. So, I think that is so neat that just takes a moment. Let's see if it'll let us open it up. Yeah. Nope. See? It won't let you open it up because it's still steaming and the steam is coming out. So, as soon as that steam is done, see, it'll let you open it up. Now, let me get a fork and see if they're totally done. See, they're beautifully green done. Totally done. Those are going to be so good. So there you have it. I made, a friend of mine gave me the green beans. So I'm having green beans and patties for dinner. I don't feel like having potatoes or rice or noodles. And that's a nice dinner. And it will be so good for me, for my body. So anyway, this is DIY Granny. And remember, excuse me, my green beans got stuck. Remember that God loves us all. And no matter what, He loves us. So anyway, I hope you have a beautiful day, a beautiful evening, and a peaceful one. This is great DIY Granny, and if you like it, put thumbs up. If you don't, put thumbs down. If you'd like, subscribe to that will let you know whatever I'm doing. You can look in on it if you'd like. Okay, thank you.